Danny, your expectations coming into the tournament?
Obviously, first and foremost, we wanted to qualify, so we've got that out of the way, and now, we're sort of just taking it one game at a time. Obviously, a great start against the Cobras, so we're looking forward to the game against the Hurricanes on Tuesday night.
Historically, one of the advantages of New Zealand teams playing in this tournament is they all get to the to the warm-up venue together. That wasn't the case with the Knights. I think we had 5 different groups coming in. How did that affect you, and was that a positive or a negative?
It's a positive. Guys are away playing cricket. I mean, that's the best preparation you can get. Obviously we had some good camps at the Mount for the guys that weren't involved with the A side or away playing county cricket. Everyone sort of hit the ground running in Bangalore, and I think the way we've played's reflected that.
The conditions in Bangalore, looking back on them, were they perfect for what we were coming up in Raipur?
I guess guys got accustomed to things. The wickets were pretty good. We got the opportunity to play some in-house games, which is ideal match practice for those guys that had come from the Mount that haven't been playing regular cricket. So all in all, it was a good hit out.
Now, most captains would have been concerned losing Corey Anderson a couple of weeks before the tournament, and then Dan Vittoria on the eve of the tournament. How did you handle that? And we're 4 from 4, so we've clearly covered the damage. It's 2 significant outs coming in.
Yeah, I guess it's just one of those things you can't really control. It's a shame we don't have them here, but I think the way guys have stepped up around the team is sort of covered for it. But there's no doubt they're world-class players that we'd love to have involved, but it's just unfortunate that they're not here.
Batting 3 or 4 like you do, you must be thrilled with the form of Williamson and Devcich at the top.
Yeah, the last 2 games they've been superb. If you can get a good opening partnership away, it certainly makes things a lot easier for that middle order, and the results are reflecting that.
Now, you and BJ Watling have certainly contributed throughout the games. Is there any concerns with the quality performance at the top of the order that Mitchell, Styrus and Kugeline, I guess the hitting pair in that middle order, haven't had a great deal of time in the middle?
To be honest, no. If you're playing good cricket, that's just the way it goes. So we know that those guys have got the skills when need be to step up, but if the top order's doing the job, it's fantastic.
We're thrilled that Mitchell Santner got his 2020 debut tomorrow night due to the injury to Dr. Dan Harris. What's the prognosis on him?
I think it's sort of a see how it goes approach. Possibly a week. He should be right, but we're sort of taking it day by day with him. But the sooner we can get him back involved, the better.
Hobart tonight made 2 changes. We've played 4 matches and have gone in bar the injury to Dan with the same team. Do you see that changing as the tournament progresses? Possibly. Obviously conditions reflect that. It's been the Seamers have done a great job for us here with Tim and Trent and Coog slotting in behind them. So if we see that the wicket's going to take a bit more turn, there's we've got options in the bank with John O'Bolt. And obviously Mitch offers that left arm spin as well. So we'll wait and have a look at the wickets before we decide on the final 11. And Williamson and Devcich with the bat, but equally important to being Bolton Southey with the ball.
Yeah, I mean they're a class act. I think I've said that throughout the tournament. So what they did to Lahore, hopefully that we can see a repeat of that at some stage. But they're certainly getting us off to a great start and restricting the opposition in the first 6 overs.
Young Sadie didn't play every 2020 game last year, but he seems to have cemented his spot in this team.
Yeah, I mean, come to India, you obviously have to have a frontline spinner, and he stood up when needed. Obviously, even in the first 10 over game, he bowled that crucial over that turned things around for us. So, he's been doing a fantastic job.
4 from 4, the feel around the team must be fantastic at the minute.
Yeah, guys are obviously excited with the way we're playing, but I think we've got a good understanding of 2020 cricket and how things can change very quickly, so we're not getting too far ahead of ourselves and just looking to go out and play a positive brand of cricket.
Most other teams play 1 match, move on. This is going to be our 5th in a row in Raipur, starting to feel like a home venue.
Yeah, it is. Obviously, we've got used to the conditions, so that's something that's in our favour, particularly for Tuesday night against Hobart. But the guys have been stuck in the hotel for a couple of weeks, which is interesting, but no, we seem to be enjoying it here.
You're a newish captain, just 1 year into the job, going to India, Champions League, significantly increased media responsibilities. Do you enjoy that part of the role?
I wouldn't say I thoroughly enjoy it, but it's part of the job, and you got to understand that it comes with it. So yeah, it's something new. Obviously, the following of cricket here and 2020 obviously has taken off. So yeah, it's been an interesting experience.
How have you handled your own form throughout captaining, not just in Champions League, but throughout the last 12 months?
It's been steady, I suppose. But yeah, it's something you've got to find that balance, being able to work on your own game while you're making sure everyone else is coming along nicely. But yeah, I've been reasonably happy with it.
And getting back to the tournament, bowling first seems to be the norm. It might be corrected, but it seems every toss that's been won so far, the teams have inserted the opposition in a bat. Is that a concern? We've batted twice. Is it a concern for our team?
No, I mean, obviously the wickets dictate that. I think all the qualifying games here, they were a bit tacky with the weather around, whereas the first round robin game that we played, there hadn't been much rain around prior to that, so it was a bit dry. So either way, I wasn't too concerned, but the way our seamers were going, I probably would have looked to bowl just to get on the front foot with them.
How about tomorrow night? There's an old knight playing in that team, Ben Laughlin. Any concerns about what he might bring to their table in terms of scouting around our team?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, he's obviously played with a few of us and understands how we go about things, but there's so much footage out there these days of players that you can pretty much find what you want.
A pivotal game in the tournament. They've won 1 out of 2. We've won 1 out of 1. As the games go by, they all become almost knockout, don't they? In terms, any ideas and thoughts at this stage on how we're going to approach the game?
No, not so much at the moment. We'll get together tomorrow, do our scouting, and have a talk about the tactics and how we're going to approach it. But we're not looking too far ahead. Obviously, this is the main game for us, and then once we play Hobart, then we'll look forward to the next game.
Thanks, Dan. Good luck.
Cheers.